Husayn, Husayn.
What Abul Fadhl was asked to do on the day of Ashura and what he was capable of doing on the day of Ashura. Hear that one more time. Hear that one more time. 33-year-old man, giant of a man, chosen for this day of Ashura, trained by Amir al-Mu'mineen, the blood of the Lion of God inside of him. So long as Abbas was there was hope in everyone's heart. What he was asked to do by Imam Husayn and what he was physically capable of doing on the day of Ashura are two separate things. And never once, I haven't read it at least, did I ever hear a complaint from him. The Mullah, you brought me all this way. My father chose me for the day of Ashura not to fight. You mix that with this immense love he has for Imam Husayn. Almost an obsessive love he has for Imam Husayn. All these factors, he put that all aside for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of Ashura. That's hard. At that Oje Javani, that pinnacle of youth, it's hard. That's why the first member of the Bani Hashim, or the first member of anyone to ask Imam Husayn to fight was Abul Fadhl al-Abbas in the Maqtal. And Imam Husayn said, no. You are the alamdar of my army. You are the flag bearer of my army. You're my right hand. The entire army in front of you, all depends on you. So he would get the ashab ready. He'd support them in them going towards war. As I said last night, Abbas would send them to the Maidan of Karbala. When they were shaheed, Imam Husayn would bring them back. When all the ashab now had given their life, he again goes to Imam Husayn. Mawla, give me ijazat. He says, Abbas, there's still half of an army here. In fact, they need you more than the others did. There's small children in this army right now. There's Qasim, there's Ona Muhammad. And so we've described now for the past few nights how Abul Fadhl Abbas would get these small 13, 10-year-old, 12-year-old kids ready for war. And one by one, he would send them, Imam Husayn would bring them back. He would send them, Imam Husayn would bring them back. And he's watching one by one child after one child, shaheed after shaheed after shaheed, and slowly but surely the army is getting smaller and smaller and smaller until there came a moment where there were 3 men and 1 baby left in the army. There was Imam Husayn, Abul Fadhl Abbas, Imam Sajjad, and Aliun Asghar. Now he goes to Imam Husayn for a 3rd time. Mawla, give me ijazat. And then that famous sentence by Imam Husayn is said, that you are my alamdar, you are my alamdar. He kept repeating it, and that's when Abbas replied very, very respectfully, Mawla, which army is left that I'm the alamdar of? Tell me. Besides you, besides Imam Sajjad, besides the 6-month-old, there's no one left. Now give me ijazat. Husayn gave him ijazat. One rubbish, one thing that they would do, all of the Bani Hashim Shuhada, they will go to the khayma of the children and the women. Abbas made his way to the khayma and he observed. What was he observing? Allahu Akbar. A 4-year-old Sakina, grabbing the hands of those who were younger, who were clutching onto a small kuza and cup. She was searching for water. She would go from tent to tent to tent. Pick up one mushk, it's dry. Pick up one mushk, it's dry. There might be water here. Is there water in that tent? Is there water here? Every mushk she picked up was dry. And Abbas is watching this with his own hands. Small children from khema to khema to khema, running, hoping a drop of water, something to give. Dry mushk after dry mushk after dry mushk. Abul Fadhl grabs a mushk, grabs an alam, and roars into the Maidan of Karbala. Listen to this man's war. Listen to the way he battled. I want you to hear it. You've heard it 1,000 times. Hear it from me tonight. I want to tell you how my Abbas fought tonight. I want you to feel it. He made his way to Farad. How he did that, I don't know. Army after army after army blocking him from Farad. The son of Ali made his way to Farad, went down that slope, even asked his horse to go ahead and have some water, filled the mushk of Sakina, and then he put water in his palm. And the Maqtal says it appears as if he was having a conversation with himself. Ey nafsi Abbas, ey nafsi Abbas, you're thirsty, I know. Your lips are cracked, I know. You're dying of thirst, I know. But your Mawla Husayn is far more thirstier than you. You saw Sakina, right, Abbas? Go from khayma to khayma to khayma. My salams to the wafadari of Abul Fadhl Abbas. He dropped the water. I'm leading towards one moment in the battle, and you'll know what moment I'm talking about. I'm leading all this towards one moment that summarized the courage and bravery of the son of Ali. He grabs the alam, grabs the mushk, he makes his way towards back to the khayma. When Sakina hears that Abbas is gone to get some water, now she stopped going from khayma to khayma to khayma. She grabbed the children, she gave everybody a cup in their hand. She goes, hold on, my Chacha Abbas is coming. My Chacha Abbas is coming. There's no way that he can't bring water. I know you're thirsty, a little bit of patience. He's coming. I can see his alam far, far away. That's his alam. He's coming, he's coming. He's gonna bring water for you, don't worry. Very soon, you'll have your thirst quenched. And Abbas roared into the battlefield. Just get water back to the khayma. Just get water back to the khayma. And they were obsessed. Don't let a drop of water get to Husayn's lips. Don't let a drop of water get to the khayma. And now they surrounded the man. All sorts of arrows coming towards him. Everyone tried to stop this giant of a man. Until Hurmala says to his archers, line up and shower the man with arrows. Arrows coming towards Abul Fadhl Abbas. His eyes set on the khayma. One arrow hits his leg, he picks it up and throws it away. One arrow hits his shoulder, picks it up and throws it away. One arrow hits his chest, throws it away. He keeps roaring towards the Maidan, towards the khayma, towards the khayma. Water for Sakina, water for Sakina. Every single time an arrow hit, the alam bent a little bit. The alam went down a little bit, right back up. Down a little bit, right back up. Sakina clutching her cup, watching the alam go back and forth, back and forth. Open up your hearts. Open up your hearts, please, I tell you. This is a man's man. Surrounded now. They realize that it doesn't work that way. We can't do it this way. He's too big for us. Then one mal'oon comes out of the ambush and chops off the right hand of Abbas. The alam now goes down. A left hand goes back up. Abbas roars towards the khayma. Get water to Sakina. Get water to Sakina. He grabs the alam with one hand, grabs the mushk with the left hand towards the khayma. The second maloon comes and chops off the left hand. Arrows flying towards Abbas. Arrows flying towards Abbas. He He somehow manages now to keep the alam straight between his legs, the mushk in his teeth, arrows coming, and no arrow affected this man. No arrow did. The one arrow that killed this man, the one arrow that broke him, was the arrow that hit the mushk of Sakina. Water spilled on the plains of Karbala. The mushk of Sakina is empty. At that moment now, Abbas stops his horse. And this is that moment where I sent my salams to Abul Fadhl Abbas. This is that moment why this man had no arms to fight and no water to go back. What does he do? What do I do? I'm not going back to the khayma without water. He turns around and goes in the heart of the enemy. Somehow defends himself. But the final blow on Abul Fadhl came from a man who was hiding behind, came and struck Abul Fadhl on the head so hard it cracked through his helmet into his cranium. Abbas now falls from his horse. You've heard it every single year. Hear it one more time. When somebody falls from a horse, that's enough. That's enough. When somebody falls from a horse, they use their arms to break their fall. My Abbas, enough. My Abbas didn't have arms to break his fall. He falls. Assalamu alayka, Ya Aba Abdullah. Husayn goes roaring towards Abbas. 2 more minutes, you're done and I'm done. The one sentence that was said by Husayn to Abbas was said a second time in history as well. Follow me for a moment. When Imam Ali was done burying his wife Fatima, when that Muslim husband had to dig the grave, had to wash the body, had to bury the body of his wife, when he finished burying his wife, he says one sentence to her, Fatima, it's not that you left this world, but today you broke my back, Fatima. That sentence has never been said again except for this moment on the day of Ashura. Abbas, you broke my back, Abbas. Mawla, take the arrow out of my eye. Clean the dirt from my other eye. Do you have any sort of wishes, Abbas? I have one wish. Leave my body right here. Don't take my body back to the khayma. Imam Husayn, it's my last statement. Imam Husayn grabs the alam of Abbas, makes his way back to the khayma. Sakina comes out of the khayma. She sees the alam, but not the alamdar. Hey, Chacha, your Sakina is not thirsty anymore. Matame Husayn, Ya Abbas, Ya Husayn.